Do you feel exhausted all the time? And do you keep telling yourself, well, I'm just tired? Let me challenge that for a second. If rest actually fixed what it is that you're experiencing, then you wouldn't feel this way in the morning after a full night's sleep or after having a weekend off. What you're probably experiencing is burnout. And if I ventured a guess, I would say that your burnout is probably coming from one of two things, or perhaps both things. Number one, you've been working too long in a high pressure job that you no longer enjoy. And number two, you may be living the wrong life. In other words, you're not living in alignment with your true self. Today, I'd like to tell you about my experience with burnout and how my state of mind completely changed and was transformed after I retired. But first, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Ronnie. Thanks for stopping by. So let's begin with this. Number one, I misdiagnosed myself. The working world has normalized exhaustion and stress and fatigue. We work our fingers to the bone. We have long hours, high stress, and low wages, and it's just a struggle to make ends meet. And we say things like, well, that's just life. Everyone else feels the same way too. But deep down inside, we know that something's off because this isn't just physical tiredness, it's much deeper than that. So let me tell you about my experience. When I was in my early 50s, I began experiencing a severe case of burnout, and it lasted throughout a good portion of my 50s. All of those years of working and stress and deadlines, not having enough personal time, and toxic people on the job really began to stack up on me. I had the kind of fatigue that sleep didn't fix, that weekends didn't fix, and vacations didn't fix. I would come home from a vacation more tired than I was before I left. I was running on empty most of the time, and I just didn't realize it at the time. So what did I do? I did what most people do. I leaned into the grind and just soldiered on. That's what people do. That's what good employees do, right? Well, I felt like I was walking around with a low-grade fever all the time, and this became my new normal. It was my new walking normal. And I misdiagnosed myself at that time by saying, I'm just tired. It'll pass. I can handle this. Well, as I grew older in my 50s, I found out I couldn't handle it. I was beginning to have lower levels of energy and running out of steam much quicker and losing my passion for all those years of working. All of those years had finally taken its toll on me. I was physically and mentally exhausted. I was tapped out, drained, and depleted. And I had all the classic symptoms. I just didn't realize it at the time. After I retired, I took a full year off to simply rest. I called it my 1-year reset. I've done a video on this. It's one of my most watched videos, just taking 1 year off to do nothing except to focus on Ronnie and let Ronnie rest and recover. Well, after I retired, almost immediately, I began to feel better, and after about a year or so, my life was completely transformed. It was like being released from prison and stepping into freedom after more than 4 decades of working. Which leads me to number two, what is burnout? Burnout isn't simply doing too much, it's doing too much of what doesn't align with who you really are. It's the kind of exhaustion that comes from living out of sync with yourself, living out of sync with who you really are. For instance, let's suppose you're an artist and you love to paint. That's the thing that gives you enjoyment, and that's the thing that gives you fulfillment. But you can't always make a living being an artist. The words starving artist come to mind right here. So you've got to work a job just to make ends meet and help pay the bills, right? Well, throw in a bad boss, a whole bunch of deadlines, micromanagers, workplace conflict, over supervision, poor training and a lack of autonomy, and now you have a perfect storm for burnout. You see, you're not just worn out, you're worn down. That's not laziness. That's misalignment, and it's burnout. Number 3, when work gets in the way. You know that you're ready for a change or that you're ready to retire when you reach the place where you feel like work is now holding you back from the kind of life that you would truly like to live. You remember those dreams that you had as a young person. Now, that's what happened to me. I enjoyed most of my working years. I really did. It gave me a lot of fulfillment. And I enjoyed most of my working years, career, vocation, and ministry. But then I began to feel like work was holding me back from other things that I wanted to do. No matter how much you enjoy your job, after you do it long enough, you're ready for a change, and I had reached that place. And I felt like there were other things that I wanted to do, but now my job was holding me back. For instance, I'm a musician. I've been playing guitar since I was about 21 years old, and I wanted to play more music, and I wanted to spend more time playing music, and I wanted to do a deep dive into that. But you know, I couldn't make a decent living being a musician, so I had to stay with my 9 to 5. But after I left my 9 to 5, now I can play music to my heart's content. I can play music until I'm sick of it, in fact. Do you know what the difference between a musician and a pepperoni pizza is? Well, a pepperoni pizza can feed a family of 4. I discovered that very quickly on. I'm also an outdoorsman. In fact, my wife and I both are. We love the outdoors, and I wanted to spend more of my time outdoors recreating, doing things like fishing and hiking and canoeing and being in the forest or hanging out at the beach or spending time along the coast. I'm also a gardener as well. I grow a garden year round. If I could have made a living selling tomatoes, I would have done it, but I couldn't make a living selling tomatoes. In fact, I love gardening so much that I prefer to be in my garden instead of being around people all the time. So I've said all that to say this. That's who I am. I'm a musician. I'm an outdoorsman. I'm a gardener. These are the things that fulfill me and give me the greatest pleasures in life. These are the things that really fill me up, but I can't make a living doing those things. So I had to leverage my 9 to 5, the very source of my stress and burnout. I had to leverage my 9 to 5 to put myself into a position so that I could eventually do the things that I want to do the most without worrying about having to pay the light bill. So what I did was I got out of debt. I mean, that became my number one focus. I got out of debt. I scaled back all of my spending as much as possible. I saved as much money as I possibly could so that I was finally able to retire and leave my 9 to 5. I said no to a lot of things over here so that I could say yes to the things that mattered most to me, the things that I enjoy the most, the things that are more in alignment with who I am. Do you feel like you're burned out right now and you're not living a life that's aligned with your true self? That's not failure. That's awareness. You're waking up. And awareness is where change begins. You don't need to blow up your life overnight, but you do need to start realigning it. So here's how. Number 4, if you're burned out and you can't see any way out, here's how you do it. You have to decide what it is that you want for yourself with absolute clarity. And from there, you have to say no. You have to say no to everything that doesn't get you there and say yes to everything that does get you there. And you have to be okay with actually doing the work because it's not easy. It's not easy to do this. The alternative is to stay on the job that is burning you out right now and not allowing you to live in alignment with your true self. For instance, I always dreamed of having a paid-off mortgage on 5 acres of land that I could retire to. That was my dream. I mean, that was it. So I put the clamp down on everything that interfered with that goal. I mean, I put the clamp down on spending. I mean, I said no to a lot of spending over here so that I could say yes to the things that mattered most to me in life. Having a paid off home on 5 acres of land that I could retire to and be able to live a homestead lifestyle so that I could play my guitar and spend more time outdoors and be in my garden year round instead of around people year round. So that's what I did. Now, I'm not a millionaire, but I feel like I'm living the life of a millionaire. I'm free. I can do whatever I want to do when I want. I'm no longer a wage slave. I owe no man anything. And I'm not experiencing burnout anymore because I live a stress-free life. I used to burn the candle from both ends and I was running out of wick. And I mean, it was wearing me down. But now, having this kind of freedom and having this kind of autonomy is worth its weight in gold to me. It's worth every sacrifice I ever made in my younger years. So if you're experiencing burnout, it could be from just being on a job for too long or a job that doesn't align with your values. So I want to encourage you, begin to take the steps that get you to the place where you want to be, and your future self will thank you. Another helpful tip for leveraging your day job is to tell yourself that you're working for yourself. Say, I may be employed by the company, but Ronnie is working for Ronnie. I'm a free agent. I might be on the clock 8 hours a day, but I'm not killing myself for the man. Every paycheck that I earn is for me and my future self. So see yourself as a free agent instead of just being someone else's employee. Tell yourself, I am a business of one. The company is my client. I provide a service, they provide me a paycheck, and if that arrangement no longer serves either one of us, then it's time for me to renegotiate or leave. And if you leverage your resources, one day you'll be able to quit the rat race and become the CEO of your own life. You'll go from being an employee of another to CEO of me. Well, that's all for now. If you've enjoyed the video, leave me a comment down below. I'd also like to point out that I now have 67,000 subscribers, and I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has helped make that possible. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Ronnie. Take care, and we'll see you next time.